I'm all alone. What was that noise? Rodney's not here today, so I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Instead of continuing this frame build, I'm gonna see if I can get this engine running. Me and Mr. Tripod will take you along and see if we can get her to bark off. Probably not. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that little guy. Hello, fella. The order of operations here is get the wiring harness all hooked back up, stick a battery on her, and first and foremost, see if she's gonna shift with the buttons. If it does, great. If it doesn't, which I'm kind of expecting, I need to know sooner rather than later, because I need to build some structure for that so we have a hand shift mechanism in place and ready to go. After that, we'll see if she's got spark. I might pull the rocker box cover off of here because when I bought it from my neighbor, he said it was making a ridiculous amount of noise in the top end, and that's great. If we've got spark, we'll stick a carburetor on it and see if we can get it to actually light up and make the noises. I need to put the oil cooler back on, and that's pretty much it. I reckon we should check the oil first. It had some in it. I'm sure it all drained out somehow. First things first, wiring harness. Bye-bye. Perfect. This is a bird's nest, man. Kind of nasty. Shifter cables, probably neutral safety. Great. Something else. Vents? What is this? This is, oh, that's the reverse cable. Oh, hey man, you can go over there. What are the chances electric shift actually works? They never work. Well, you know, while I'm thinking about this, totally related, I want to thank you guys for being here. We've got a lot more content on this thing coming soon. We're spending all weekend, every weekend right now, filming this build, and Rodney and I are both super excited about it. Yeah, man, it just means the world to us that you guys are a part of it. If you're interested in following along, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video if you like the video, and make sure and comment, you know, leave us ideas, opinions, tell me how terrible my welds are, whatever you have to say. Okay, all right, that's enough of that. Oh yeah, I need some place for ground. That should work fine. So first thing we'll do is get our oil cooler in place. It's probably none of these, but it might also be these. I don't know. Oh, it is those. Don't leak. I think we can get away with it being a little bit janky, just as long as that fan's not rubbing on too much, which it is. Yeah. Okay. I did make sure to clean those fittings before I put them back in there, by the way. Don't want a bunch of dirt in my oil. Where's my 10 millimeter? There it is. Boop. That might even work. That might not work so good. Let me get a brush. I don't have a brush. Where'd all this stuff go? No, there's no way this thing works. Okay, there's ground and ground. This is something. That's also something. Plug in up here. Odds of that working are really slim. Boom. Brake lights maybe, I hope. Where did this big old plug go? I found it. It was tucked away. Hey. Sweet. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Well, why is this so long? Okay. All right. I get it. Fit. Uh-oh. Where to put? Found it. Don't even worry. Mount this to ground. And this to ground. That's super janky. Cool. You always cut towards your face, right? Well, come on now. There's no need to act like that. That's plugged in. I think I'm gonna get the battery down here and just see if she makes the clicky noises. It'd be kind of cool if I thought things through a little bit more sometimes. Well, nothing's frying. We have neutral. We have a clickety-clack. Oh my, y'all wouldn't believe me if I told you. I think this display works. That's super lucky. Well, I guess there's nothing left but to see if it'll fire over. There's not any oil in it. Definitely need to pull the rubber glove off of here. This isn't the right way to do this. Don't do what I'm doing. I might not even be able to do what I'm doing. I take it back. I can. And you shouldn't. Maybe I will just put a little bit of oil in there. Just to do the right thing. See what that looks like on the other side. I'm gonna need to fix this. My frame is right in the way of my dipstick. Oh, cool, man. Dry as a bone. That's not even a little bit tight. Uh-oh. Oh, now's when I find out this is like stripped or something stupid, right? Oh, okay, okay. Whew. Not stripped. Just not tight for some reason. That was scary. Man, that's the one thing I really don't want to be wrong with this thing, is the oil drain plug be stripped out. She's thirsty. What do I have left in here? Not much. Liters. 1/3 of a liter left. That's not enough. That's not even reading on the dipstick yet. Great. Valvoline. Sure. Smells good. In case you guys don't know this, these Hondas don't want their dipsticks red after being threaded all the way in. They just get set down on there and pulled back out. All right, well, that's probably enough to crank it over. She's full. What am I missing? Okay, still no wild noises or anything, so that's good. Do we have? Okay. We don't have start. Maybe. Oh. Oh. Looks like I'm just not making very good connection. I mean, who's really surprised? This is as jank as this gets. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Well, my battery's trash. Let's see if we've got spark. Well, that plug's gross. Wow, that's a lot of spark. If we turn ignition switch off, no more spark. Well, could it be any easier? 18 millimeter on the spark plug, probably because it's a Honda. Yuppie. Got a nice, shiny, new, really cheap carburetor. Little eBay special here. I wonder if the throat even fits. It does. Okay. Well, that's kind of step one. I picked this carburetor up because, well, it was super cheap. It was a key-in that came off of this guy. I've never bought a Chinese carburetor before. I've got a box of carburetors in there, and anytime I need one, I've kind of always had what I needed. And for some reason, whenever I buy used machines from folks, I feel like I tend to get multiple carburetors. I don't know. I got 2 with this thing. 1.5 for sure, probably 2. I figured this would be a, I guess I want to say a surefire way, but that doesn't make any sense. For lack of a better term, kind of a surefire way to see if this thing's gonna run or not. But it's a Chinese carburetor, so it's definitely not a surefire anything. Now, you're not in all the way. Now you are. Rung, rung. Or maybe not, I don't know. I hope so. I feel like there's a world in which this fires and then immediately catches on fire. Put this here so it's easy to get to just turn off when it runs away. That'll be fine for now. Maybe I can that's not tall enough. Any drippies or anything weird coming out? I smell gasoline. Okay, that's on, that's on. Yeah. Woo! Oh, it smells like a Honda.